Hey everyone, welcome back to MLSsoccer.com's Playoff Central, presented by Samsung Galaxy. I'm Greg Lalas, aka Gagins on Twitter, and we now know the two clubs that will square off in the MLS Cup Final on December 7th. Sporting Kansas City will host Real Salt Lake. RSL got past the Portland Timbers in the Western Conference Championship. Sunday night, they got a 1-0 victory at Geldwen Field thanks to Robbie Finley. We expected some fireworks, but it turned out to be more of a coach's duel in this one. Some strange decisions in my mind from Caleb Porter on Portland's side, starting Freddie Piquillon instead of Ryan Johnson, and then after Lavelle Palmer gets a yellow card, nobody going at him, maybe getting that second yellow card to get the man advantage. In the end, Jason Kreis picked all the right players, made all the right moves, and he got them back into the MLS Cup Final for the first time since 2009 when they beat the LA Galaxy up in Seattle. On the other side, Sporting KC finally got over the Hex with the Houston Dynamo. They got a 2-1 victory in the second leg of the Eastern Conference Championship at Sporting Park. They went down a goal early, but finally came back, and it was Dom Dwyer with the winner in the second half. A beautiful goal set up by Bennett Feilhaber, who was probably the best player on the field for either team on this day. Now, Sporting and RSL have never met in the postseason before, but they did meet this year once in a contentious game at Rio Tinto Stadium. It ended up 2-1 for Sporting KC on an Iko Para goal in the 97th minute. This game had 6 yellow cards and a red card to Chris Winger, if you remember. Lots of fouls in this one. Lots of controversy about the refereeing as well. Will we see a similarly exciting and electric game? I imagine we will. As one person said in the comments, hate to say it, but these are the two best teams of 2013 that made the final. Were they the two best teams? I don't know, maybe New York would have a say about that. I could see a couple other teams maybe talking about that a little bit, but these are the two that got into the final. And as someone else in the comments on MLS Soccer put, you probably already know this, but Greg Lalas predicted both of these teams would be in the MLS Cup back before the All-Star break. And if I remember correctly, you all gave him a little flack over that. Well, Paul Nelson, thank you very much for remembering. Yes, I did predict it, although I did change it on my bracket when the playoffs finally got around. Oh well, what are you going to do? One last note, a big shout out to the Portland Timbers fans, the Timbers Army, who sang their team off the field despite the loss last night at Geldwen Field. And also to Blue Hell in Sporting Park. They were amazing on Saturday night with all the noise, helping their team come back. So supporters obviously having a big role in getting their teams into the final. That's it for MLSsoccer.com's Playoff Central, presented by Samsung Galaxy. I'm Greg Lalas, aka Gagins. Hit me up on Twitter with any comments or thoughts you have about the Cup Final and who's going to win it, or let me know in the comments below. We'll talk to you tomorrow.